So hello everybody. A long time ago I made the last video about my Makita tools. Today I will try 4 new things. First of all, I've got a new mobile phone that has 3 cameras in the back, so that you can see more of my workbench. The second one is I try to do it in English. The third one, I try to do it in German as well. So that's not a try, I know that I can do it. And the last one is, so as I saw that a lot of technical information about the Makita tools are not from that interest that I hoped it would be interesting for you guys that you look my videos. So I try to talk less about the technical things, just try to show you more of the tools. So what has been brought today from DHL? It is a Nibbler, a cordless Nibbler. This is my latest tool. The cordless Nibbler is necessary for me because I have to cut a lot of metal, a lot of I don't know, Blech in English, a lot of thin metal things, like a roof, like parts for our Defender project. This one is an old, was used in the kitchen, so I will use it for the Defender for some gauges, for example. And so I have to cut a lot of metal, and that's why I decided to buy the cordless Nibbler from Makita. It is the DJN161. I bought it without any accumulator, without anything else. It was just brought with the punch and the die that is used to cut the metal, and with a hex wrench, a very small hex wrench that is used to open these screws, and a big wrench that is used to, that you can change the head of the nibbler, so that you can cut sideways or straight. So what can I say about that thing? It can cut through metal with a thickness of 1.6 millimeters. It is always recommended that you use some oil to put it on the metal before cutting, because it will help that the punch and the die is lasts longer. So the best one is WD-40. I know that WD-40 is in nearly every workshop around the world, so this one is very good to use it with. What else can be said about the thing? I have the instruction manual here, so you can, yeah, it's always good that the pieces are lubricated. The cutter always has to have a 90 degrees to the workpiece. Yeah, and I think that's all. Aluminium. Aluminium can have a thickness of 2.5 millimeters. That's the thickest thing that can be cutted. Okay, so I think we just try to cut it. I've got some pieces here. What is it? Coated metal or zinc coated metal? I don't know in English. We've got some stainless steel to be cutted. I don't know if it works, so I try it. I've got some aluminium for the Defender project, and I've got some old aluminium pieces from the Defender. It was the right part of the back of the Defender, so I try to cut it as well. Okay, just let's start and look how it works. Don't forget. Okay, so I think it's enough. It's a bit of oil on it. So just have a look at it. Very, very easy. And there's a special, what is it, kind of a, I have a look in the manual. Okay, so there are two grooves in the head of the nibbler. Those two grooves you can use to check if the metal is thin enough to be cutted with that nibbler. So there you can hold it and you see there's enough space. The smaller one and the thicker one, this is for aluminium, this is for normal metal. So here you can check if the metal is thin enough. So next one will be stainless steel. Let's try to cut it in a good way. Okay, it's not easy for him, or it's not easy for that tool, but it works. I think it should not be cutted very much, stainless steel. So what else can we try? We'll try this one. This is aluminium. Oh, I forgot something. Especially for aluminium, it's recommended to put oil on top, because aluminium is very easy to be cutted, and it gets very warm, and so I think the oil is a coolant as well. Very, very easy. So, and the last one is, I will cut, I try to cut a hole in it. Let's see if it works. No, that's too good material. It doesn't matter. So we put a hole here. I think this is 50 millimeters or 5 centimeters is the smallest hole that you can cut because there at the end of the head, so the head cannot be turned this much. So the smallest hole will be 50 millimeters. So let's try if it works. There's a part that should not be there. So let's try to make another hole. We try it here. this is not exactly 5 centimeters. It's a bit taller than 5 centimeters, but it works. Okay, so how does it look from the back? There you can see it. Yeah, very good. I love that machine, I think. I will cut a lot with it. And so what I already saw is that it is very important that you maybe have some place where you can cut, because all the small pieces are very, very sharp. So there will be a lot of metal in the workshop. So I hope you enjoyed that video from my latest Makita tool. I hope all the 4 things that I tried are working a bit. So in English, with a new mobile phone, and without so many technical information about the tool. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.